wanted to get that clear, right? I'm sorry for the mispronunciations or whatever, but I wanted you to understand how we had got here with all the mixing and mingling. So when people were talking about certain times and dates and geographical locations, you have to really know your shit, okay? So we know Ethiopia played a great role, right? Um, in this history, in this day, time, and age, I don't want to go 50 billion because it shouldn't have to take me all of that to just explain this whole thing, right? So, those are the Jews who we now know are the lawyers, the bankers, whatever. They had this system passed on to them since the recreation of the devil, right? And they call him the prince, right? These are the they were the mixed breeded Negro and Europeans, mainly, right? So you can't look at every time you see Hitler on goddamn History Channel, uh, seeing just European looking people. And I'm trying to tell you, they were mulattoes, the majority, right? But that part right there was their punishment, right? For not upholding the law, right? Because Jesus was born in Bethlehem, right? You know where Jesus was born, up in that area, right? And we also know the devils were heavy up in that area. Okay? A lot of those devils, even then, were calling themselves the Jew. Those were the ones who stole our story a long time ago, right? The disagreeable ones. Right? To be honest, like, we know the Romans nailed Jesus to the cross, right? We also know that a lot of Romans still call themselves Jew. Right? Because this thing all goes back to people understanding their ancestral bloodline is what I'm trying to say. See, a lot of us here in the wilderness of North America, the problem with us is we don't know how to trace our tree. And we don't have to go back that far to understand who the fuck we actually are. Who are these people amongst us in this day, time, and age? That's the point I'm trying to make, and that's the point I'm going to get to. If it takes me a whole 24 hours for it to all upload, right? But they called Jesus a monkey and they called Mary a whore, right? So, why would another black man call Jesus that? They weren't black, they were the devils, right? I keep telling you he was talking to the devils. He was talking to these set of people that was amongst them, right? Right? And because of what was done, right? Because they asked, why did we take Jerusalem from the devils, right? So they were exiled too. We're going to get that correct, right? They were over there causing confusion too. And they were exiled too. So where did they go? Back up to the Caucasus Mountains. Back up to Russia. Back up to Bangkok. Because when we drove them 2,200 miles away from Mecca, they ended up in where it's now they call Bangkok in Thailand, which was all black people. That was all Asia Major. That's what I want to get with that, right? Because when you get down to looking at biblical terms and then you're saying, we're just looking at this spiritual, holy way of looking at that. I get it, right? I get it. But I'm just saying that these tribes, right? We don't know if we actually belong to Ethiopia or Egypt, right? Or any of that, because a lot of us was already here because of the continental drift, right? So there was a lot of us already over here mixing and mingling. We don't know, right? It's just a hypothetical question that is a waste of time to answer. It doesn't matter. We're here now, right? So we're here, and we are. If we understand history from then to now, then we'll know where we're going moving forward, right? I'm going to stop this. We'll know where we're going moving forward. That's what this is about.